Stable chat today here in sunny Charlton. Now, I will say, this one, I'm not sure what day it'll go up, but I'm catching up firstly with Ashleigh Markham. Hello, Ash.
Hey, how you going, mate? All right?
Very good. I've full day here. I've caught up with Denby and Mick, and I've also caught up with the Sandersons. I've done a terrific little interview with Shane and Naomi, so I'm having a good day. I haven't even caught up with the Prez. Going to catch up with him in a little bit, but what a great little community you've got here at Charlton.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. We've been here about 5 months now, and probably luckiest people on earth to land into a town that's been so supportive of us. Yeah.
Rightio. Your backstory: you are from Western Australia, Perth, or whereabouts?
No, we're about 2.5 hours south of Perth in Capel. So nice little quiet town, same as this, but probably a bit closer to the big smoke than here. But we sort of like the quiet rural lifestyle, and this place is perfect.
Harness racing, you've always done it?
Yeah, I was one of the smart ones that left school and thought I was going to conquer the world driving and training, and probably 20 years down the track I'm scratching my head and trying to convince the kids to stay in school and not following my footsteps.
The bloke holding the microphone's no different to you, so don't stress. We're both doing the same thing. 4 kids and a wife. Must have been a big move.
Yeah, it was something we always talked about, and if the timing ever got right, we wanted to do it, and we always found an excuse for years on end, and then one day it just sort of fell into place, and I spoke to Joey here, and probably in a space of talking to him and a period of time, it just all fell into place with the house and school and the stables, and everything just sort of went bang into place. It was really good.
Had you, obviously you would have came here at some stage, but had you been here before?
No.
So you just rang Joe on the phone and did it all over the phone, or how'd you do it?
So I'd come to Melbourne probably 10 or 12 years ago and sort of spent a few months here working, and sort of didn't get out much and see much of the world, and I happened to call the old head steward of WA, Carl Cody, and was speaking to him about the potential to move across and what we were thinking about, and he was really good in giving us some pointers and directions, and I rang Joey on the whim and sort of just got talking to him, and within probably half an hour of a phone call I knew this was probably the place to be.
Yeah, they are a great club and a great community. As I said, I literally have not caught up with Joe yet, but I will be. I think what they're doing here is terrific. And it is a training centre. You've got great tracks. You've got 2 tracks really. I mean, you've got a race track around the side if anything happens to the work track, a straight track as well. There's so many opportunities, but it's the little things. Borrowing Joe's tractor to unload hay and things like that. They are all in on it, aren't they? The Charlton community.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, and without being negative to WA, I'd never sort of seen a community spirit like this in sort of my time, and just the guys around, there's a fair age bracket between the lot of us. Mick and Denby, the youngest, and I don't know who the oldest is, but I'll get in trouble if I say a name. But there's probably 30 to 60 years age group, and we can all have a beer, we can all have a chat, we can all have a laugh, we can be serious about things and help and guidance. For me, I'm still learning, and there's a lot to learn about life, and having these guys around to point me sort of in the right direction and help out has been fantastic for us, yeah.
Well, I think it is. It's also a growing community. 12 months ago, roughly, I was talking to Shane just there before. We think it's just over 12 months that I came and done the initial stable chat and had a look around. Shane and Naomi were here, where you actually are now. They've got a lovely setup up the top. It is just growing. There's more numbers coming, and you can see why when it's so positive, and everyone comes here and talks so positively about it. Yeah,
100%, and I think if you had a sort of spoke to Joey about this probably 5 years ago, this was probably a dream that was probably never going to be able to be achieved, and his work rate and commitment to the cause has just been phenomenal, and what we've got now with everything here is probably 90% to do with his dedication to what he wanted to achieve.
You've got a young family. You must be so buoyed watching the young Sandersons, and Abby especially, basically doing everything in Victoria. But Ryan, the job that they're doing, if your children want to go down that harness racing part, it's achievable. The flip side of it is, it's got great schooling, great community. There's great opportunities for them here in the area, or move to Bendigo, which is only an hour up the road.
Yeah, the school's been fantastic. Like, first and foremost, the school has been great for the kids. But obviously the opportunity with the kids, if they want to pursue the horses or even whatever they want to do in life, I think there's enough opportunity around town for them to achieve something. And it's positive in most aspects of life. There is some downsides, obviously, to a small town, but obviously with the horses and especially Shane and Naomi with Ryan and Abby, young kids really stepping up in the game and good people, they're really good kids. Abby and Ryan, they've always got time for the hello and how you going and the pat of the horse as they walk past and the good lucks and that sort of thing is just shows a real good family that are going in the right direction.
Naomi, last year, she said one of the issues with this community, and because it is such a lovely community, going and getting the paper, run in to get the paper, and you might take 10 minutes to get it because everyone wants to know how the horses are going and things that are going on.
Yeah, things, it's probably a little bit of lesser scale for me, but trying to remember people's names and conversations and things like that has been so hard, and I might be a little bit of a goldfish because I forget most things that go in my ears. But yeah, people around here, they're super friendly and they always want to chat, and if they can see you succeed, they really believe in it, so it's been a positive attitude from not just the horse community but outside people as well.
And if you're not succeeding, there's always still that positivity. And I know that's something Mick and Denby said earlier today to me. But they actually also reiterated that last year a couple of times. They're having a bad run. And you got guys like Greg, Shane, Joey that have done it, and John Tormey, people that have done it all their life. We have bad runs. Yeah, that's part of the horse industry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the nature of life. You have your ups and downs, and you hope with the circle that you're on top more than you're on the bottom. But yeah, we've all been there. We've all been to the bottom of the barrel at some stage in life, and I think having good people around you is what can bring you back out probably quicker than what you probably normally would. Horses are a great attribute to be able to bring you back down. If you think you're getting up there or you think you're on top of the world, you walk out the back paddock and it comes crashing down pretty quick. So having guys around that can, the experience on their heads, that don't worry about it, mate. She's all good, and yeah, all right, you've messed that up, but you you can fix it, and just to know that things are going to be all right, and especially with me and a young family that it's quite daunting, and you think one day to the next it's sort of tightrope, but yeah, we found our feet pretty well so far, and it's like you say, it's to the good community.
Horse-wise, how many horses are you working? Like, we've got to, I want to promote the way you're going. I know you've been going okay because you don't train a lot of horses, but you already experienced some success. You had, a winner the other night at Mildura. You had a couple of good winners prior to that. How many horses do you work?
We've only got the 4 racing at the moment. We've got 2 jogging up and a yearling, so we're sort of pretty quiet. I thought the winners might have come a little bit thicker and faster, but we're going okay. It's not the end of the world. The winners, there's plenty of work around to be getting done, so I thought if it took 12 months to sort of get established, I was pretty comfortable with that happening. But yeah, there's room for horses and especially the race horses. If we can sort of, now we've had a crack at Melton and found that we probably weren't matched up to that. But that was a good grounding, for me, training and driving. It gave me probably the right perspective of, the driving mentality that, the big boys are good, they're good. And if we have to go to Mildura to earn money, well, that's where we'll go, and we're pretty happy with that.
Anyone wondering, like, Mildura is still sensational. It's 3 hours up the road, but it's sensational racing. They race every week, I think, just about, sometimes twice a week, and very, very competitive racing up there. But you can have that horse possibly that 1 or 2 levels down and be very, very competitive around that Mildura circuit.
Yeah, we were sort of going to Melton, and we probably had a very good run. We were sort of running 3rds and 4ths and 5ths with not average horses, but, below the good ones, and a couple, it started getting a little bit stronger again, and I thought, well, we've probably got to sort of swallow our pride a little bit and head the other way down the highway, and like you say, it's no easy means to win a race down there. It's hard going, and the trainers are good and the drivers are good, and no one likes getting beat, and I'm pretty sure that no one likes getting beaten by a blow-in like me. So yeah, it's definitely hard work, and no one wants to hand anything on a platter anymore. So yeah, but we'll keep venturing down there, and I think we can do a job.
Well, are you always looking for more horses?
Yeah, definitely, especially like the older race horses. You know, like you say, the facilities here with the galloping and the straight track, you know, we found mentally they do change their mindset, and we work them pretty hard. We're pretty hard but fair, and I've always said if you cut corners, you're not going to get the job done. So we're pretty strict on what we're doing and how things go. And obviously with Tamara and the kids, it's a team effort, and it takes a whole lot of us to get everything done. But we pride ourselves on the little things, you know. So definitely the horses that, you know, you think, oh, they might have found their mark, or then they're not 100% in the game anymore. If they're sort of open for a chat about something like that, it's definitely something that I'd be looking forward to.
Ash, thank you very much. Well done to you. Thank you for coming to Victoria and bringing the kids as well. So I think that part is really, really good. Keep getting the winners. Keep going, working back. So you're also a farrier. I know that behind you. So you got one sitting there waiting. It's a full-on job, but congratulations, and keep up the winners, and enjoy the move here in Charlton, mate.
Excellent. Thanks, Paul. Cheers.